The sixth part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean, is somewhat infamous for its not-so-amazing stands. But if Funny Valentine has taught us anything, it's that there is always a balance between the positives and the negatives, so to make up for some of the shit stands from Part 6, we're set back to zero with amazing stands like Foo Fighters, Kiss, Diver Down, White Snake, and Weather Report. But one stand in particular from Stone Ocean that we will be talking about today is the stand of Emporio Al Nino burning down the house. Burning down the house is an unconventional stand to say the least. It has no physical form and cannot be seen by anyone, stand user or not, unless Emporio chooses to let them in what the stand creates. The stand's main ability is its ghost rooms. This ability allows Emporio to manifest the memory of a building's previous state if the building has been rebuilt due to a fire in its past, hence the stand's name, Burning Down the House. So Emporio can reanimate rooms that only existed in the previous state no matter what the current state of the building is. And the ghost rooms do not take up any physical space in the current building and are only enterable if Emporio brings you in. Green Dolphin Street Jail had burned down in the past but was rebuilt, so it is a perfect location for Emporio's stand, and Green Dolphin is where Emporio was born and lived his entire life. And his stand ability explains the reason why Emporio has lived in Green Dolphin his entire life without most people knowing. Burning Down the House's secondary ability is its manifestation of ghost objects. Any object from the memory of the ghost room can be brought outside the room, like we saw Emporio bring a gun, book, and also a computer outside. But the ghost objects cannot damage any object that exists in the current reality, but will still work in the current reality, such as Emporio's gun is able to scare and stun people and animals, but just not damage them. Emporio is most often using his ghost computer, gaining information about enemies' powers, helping out the main cast. But there are some inconsistencies with the ghost objects. For example, when Emporio pulls out his gun against Pucci, it should be clear that the ghost gun would not be able to damage, so it doesn't make sense for Emporio to bring that out as trying to defeat Pucci with it, but maybe it's just because Emporio was panicking and had no other option. And also, when Emporio threw a book at a cockroach, it appeared that the bug died, but maybe that's just because the book actually wasn't a ghost book, or just maybe he stunned the bug or something like that. But I mean, what do we expect? Some of the stands in Part 6 are the most inconsistent in the entire series, and these are really just minor things coming from Burning Down the House. Okay, back onto Emporio as a character and the history of his stand. Like I mentioned, he was born in Green Dolphin and has lived there since. His mother is an unnamed character who was a female prisoner at the time of his birth, and shortly after died due to Enrico Pucci and his stand Whitesnake taking out her memory and or stand disc, which caused her body to slowly deteriorate and eventually she would die. It was never clearly stated if Emporio's mother was a stand user or not, but she probably was, because when JoJo had both his memory and stand disc removed, his state was similar to what Emporio's mother's state was described as she didn't have any help like JoJo did from the Speedwagon Foundation. So since she was just rotting in the prison, that was what caused her to die. And I'm sure if JoJo was not hooked up to life support and all of that, he would have died as well. And also, it makes sense for her to be a stand user because Pucci and Whitesnake killing her wouldn't make much sense unless she was. Emporio's mother probably also was a stand user because Emporio had his stand from a very young age, and it's implied that his stand was inherited from either his mother or someone else in his family that was a stand user. So Emporio starts off as a shy, mysterious character helping out our main cast with unclear motives, but eventually he grows into a major character in the main cast and an essential part of Stone Ocean's climax and the defeat of Pucci. And that is the stand Burning Down the House explained along with its user Emporio. It's an interesting stand with a really bizarre concept that I enjoyed while reading Part 6, and I just thought it would be fun to talk about. A bit of a shorter video here, but its abilities are quite straightforward and pretty simple. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like on it if I fought your boredom for a little bit, and subscribe for more videos. I hope you enjoyed the video.